Thanks for clicking on the video. Come right along as we go to Chester on a Pilots and Paws rescue and take 4 little Bouchons to Santa Rosa.
Well, welcome to Air Wagner on this.
Traffic, Trinidad 868 Rumors here over midfield, direct downwind entry 7 Auburn.
Early in May. Today we're doing a Pilots and Paws rescue. We're going from Auburn to Chester, California, which is right at the beginning of the Cascade mountain range. And I want to talk to you a little bit about Pilots and Paws when we get rolling here. Right now we got to concentrate on flying and getting up in the air. Let's hear the weather here in Auburn.
Terrain
Auburn Municipal Airport.
Okay.
Automated weather observation. 1520 Zulu. Wind 080 at 6 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 2 Celsius. Dew point 8 Celsius. Altimeter 3000 inches of mercury. Remarks. Density altitude 2900.
So Chester is Rogers Field, Oscar 05. Never been there. Did a little research on it beforehand. 4,500 foot elevation on the Lake Almanor shore. It's that direction, over that way. So we're going to do our run up. There's been a few accidents recently. And when I first learned to fly, a friend of mine is a United pilot, and he said, Jerry, the only 2 things are going to kill you. He said, bad weather and running out of gas. So I don't care how hurried you are, how close you are to where you're going, how whatever, you have to make sure you got fuel on board. Not, I think I got enough. You got to make sure if you can dip the tanks, you stick the tanks, and you take the time to do the checklist. I don't care where you're going, what you've done.
Every time.
Every time. Thank you, Nancy. Mrs. Air Wagner has spoken. Okay, now it is time for the all-important checklist. Okay, all-important checklist is complete. Make sure the pattern is clear. It is. We're using 7. We're going to do a left downwind. We're 342 on the heading to
Auburn traffic,
Chester.
976 shell pictures at 10 mile final, runway 7 on the practice RNAV will be full stop straight in, runway 7 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle, 5130 Julius, taking runway 7. We're doing the left downwind departure. We're on the roll, runway 7, Auburn. All right, time check, transponder check, traffic check, DG double check. First thing we need is fuel flow or we're going to abort. Fuel flow on the high 40s, check. Airspeed alive, 50, 60, 70. We can still abort if we need to, 80, 95. Now we're flying. Even if we lose an engine right here, we're flying. All right, tap the brakes, pull the gear up, pitch for blue line. Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle 5130 Julius, straight out runway 7, going to be departing air to the north, Auburn. Auburn traffic, Golden Eagle 5130 Juliet, left crosswind. Turning to the downwind, we'll reference incoming traffic on the approach. Runway 7, Auburn. You can put your visor up now.
Yeah.
All right, there's 1,000 AGL. So we're not in a super rush to get there today, so we're going to run at about 65% power. Let's switch to NorCal Golden Eagle 5130 Juliet, VFR request.
Golden Eagle 5130 Juliet, NorCal approach.
Good morning, 5130 Juliet, 421 Slant Golf. Just left Auburn for Oscar 05 Rogers Field. Request VFR flight following, leaving 3,300 for 5,500.
Golden Eagle 30 Juliet, Rogers, caller 4556.
4556, 5130 Juliet. Fuel pumps off one at a time, 1 alligator, 2 alligator. So we're going to go to Rogers Field, which is on Lake Almanor. And never been there. But I wanted to talk to you about Pilots and Paws. So pilotsandpaws.org needs volunteers. Okay, I'm not asking you to donate money. If you want, if you want to, that'd be fine. But they need pilots.
Juliet, contact 7 miles north of the Albany Airport. Verify your current altitude.
Current altitude 513 Sierra Juliet. Slow climb 4,400.
Right.
So they need volunteers. Don't have to be a pilot. They need people to do ground transportation, like where we're going now to Chester. You know, somebody has to pick the dogs up somewhere physically and then take them to the airport to coordinate with the coordinators.
That would be a big help.
It would be a big help. And if you have, let's say, okay, if you're retired, great. Let's say you work a hospital and you're off on Thursdays. You know, there's every day of the week there's flights being done for pilots and Paws. And this is nationwide. You know, you might say, well, Jerry, I'm not in Northern California. No, it's nationwide. You know, so what you should do, what I'm encouraging you to do, is to go to the Pilots and Paws main page, pilotsandpaws.org. And under info, you can send an email.
3 Sierra Juliet, traffic 1 o'clock, 3 miles southbound, altitude indicates 4,400.
3 Sierra Juliet will be looking out the window for 18 Delta. What's he doing?
Boy, it's pretty through here.
So send an email and say, hey, I live in Pig's Knuckle, Arkansas, and you know, I'm able on Thursdays or to do ground transportation. And people will put you in the loop. And they'll text you and say, hey, can you do a transport? You know, you got to go to a certain park and pick up this dog from this person and take it to the airport where you're going to meet somebody. Or you might go to one of the shelters and pick one up. See, the thing is, a lot of these dogs, we picked up some dogs out.
Traffic's already passing after 4 o'clock, no factor. At the edge of my airspace in approximately 20 miles, I'm not sure if Cessna's going to want to talk to you at that altitude. You're only climbing to, I think, 5.5. If so, you want to terminate or you want to climb so you can get services?
Well, 3 Sierra Juliet, it's my first time there. We'll go 7,500, and is it 32.2 to expect?
No, 3 Sierra Juliet, yeah, that'll be the frequency. I'll check with them what altitude they'll need you at. I'll get back to you.
3 Sierra Juliet, we're climbing now, 5,600, 7,500.
Roger.
I think it's 32.2. So the other day,
And type of known.
the other day I left Los Angeles, and it was IFR. And I picked up 7 dogs in Fresno. One of them was a bottle baby. And then flew low VFR to Stockton, picked up a 3-day-old cat, and then took him up to McClellan. And 2 different rescues came and got him there. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of these animals are on the euthanasia list. Like this one dog we got, beautiful little corgi look-alike. I don't know what he was. Nancy says he was a traveling salesman dog or whatever. He was due to be euthanized the day before. And so we picked him up, and the rescues, you know, they'll find him, you know, they'll find a home for him. You know, that's what they do. And they're nonprofit. And as us pilots, we donate our time and our resources, and nobody pays us anything. We don't charge anything. Nobody who's receiving the dog pays anything. Nobody who's giving up the dog, because there's people that call up and say, hey, my kids are grown, dogs are big, I can't handle it, I need to get these dogs up. You know, be what it may, we donate our time. And the more people that can do that, the better. And if you look at, there's all walks of life in this world. Democrats, Republicans, atheists, Hare Krishna, you know, whatever. But everybody can get together when it comes to dogs. and rescuing dogs. Everybody puts their differences aside, period. And that's, you know, that's great. That's what we want to do. Last year, we did 80 animals, mostly dogs, and 16 flights. We're on pace this year to do more than that. And if I can do it, you know, I want to do it. Sometimes I can't do it. Sometimes I can. Whenever we can, there's a lot of people out there that are willing to help, and we need more. Pilots and Paws needs more. So if you can, volunteer, help out, you know, go to your local rescue or wherever you are, ask them how you can help. You know, have they heard of Pilots and Paws? And if you put an info email to Pilots and Paws, then the coordinators will put you on a list. Let's say you're, you know, I'm going to do it all year. Say you're in Sacramento and you're available on Thursdays. Well, if she sees animals that need transport, then they might call you. It's all done with text messaging. Nobody talks to anybody really. And try to help out, okay? That's my spiel on Pilots and Paws. Let's see what we got ahead of us. We got New Bullard's Bar Reservoir straight ahead. It's a hazy day out, can't see much. But let's find out more about our destination, Oscar 05. Let's see what they're reporting here. Rogers Field, waypoint info, weather data, wind calm, visibility 10, clear, temperature 10, dew point -1, altimeter 3015. Okay, info on the field. It's at Chester, 4,500 foot elevation. Runways, 16 and 34. It's a 5,000 by 100 feet, so 5,000 feet by 100 feet, pretty large runway. And it's left traffic for 16 and right traffic for 34. So a lot of times I like to visualize, okay, McClellan has 16 and 34. And if you're doing right traffic for 34, you're going to the north, you're going to go right traffic. So it's on this side. And if you're coming down 16, it's left traffic, it's on that side. So if I look at my compass here, on this camera here,
What's your position?
here's the runway 34. So everything's going to be on this side. So everything's going to be towards the east side. No problem. While we're at it, let's do a trip down the old G600. We got the power back.
Juliet, contact Oakland Center 132.2.
32.2 for the center, 30 Juliet. Thanks, and talk to you later.
See you.
See you. Center, good morning. Golden Eagle 513 Juliet checking on 7,500.
November 513 Juliet, Oakland Center, Roger, you file altimeter 3003.
3003, 30 Juliet. Okay, so we'll change that. So back to the G600.
What lake is this?
This is New Bullard's Bar Reservoir below us.
Wow, what a beautiful lake.
All right, 8:37 in the morning, 55 degrees out. Got a tailwind of 14, crosswind 13. True airspeed 181 with the power back, indicating 159. Ground speed 1906. And we are 52 miles or 15 minutes to destination. We are coordinated and got the altitude bug. We're just going to bury it up there at 10,000. We're not going to use it because for this plane, I use the autopilot pre-select here to the left here for altitude. We're 7,500, straight and level 3003. You can see this is Lake Oroville. Our destination, if I pull this out, is up here. You can see Lake Almanor there. For the power settings, we're back to 31 inches of manifold pressure, 1750 on the RPM, 20 gallons an hour per side, getting good gas mileage, 4.86 miles per gallon. And our interval inlet temperatures are sitting there at 1530 on each one. Let's go back to learning about this. You got to know as much as you can know. NOTAMs, Mobile Jet A not available. Okay, we did the runways. Everything's on this side.
Holy
So we're
smokes.
going to use 3-4. I don't like straight ins. We'll have to see. The frequency is 22.8. So I'm going to put 22.8 in now. Let's see, they have AWAS of 18.7, 11827. We'll put that in. And 22.8 in the center, 32.2. So we're all set up there. I don't think we're going to get their weather yet.
November 513 Sierra Juliet. I don't have great radio coverage out there. Radar services terminated. Taxi car. Frequency change. Through.
Okay, 3 Sierra Juliet, Roger. We're going to pick up some animals here and talk to you on the way to Santa Rosa. Right now we're squawking 1200.
3 Sierra Juliet, Roger.
3 Sierra Juliet, so on.
So I did a super quick battery swap on the batteries. Now I got the front camera. So look on the front window. We just got terminated from center. There's Mount Lassen way out there. So here's what we're going to do now. We're going to go here. We're going to say we want to be at 5,500, which is pattern altitude. 3 miles, or at the airport. We're going to see what our descent is, only 190 feet, so we can stay at this altitude for now.
Oh.
It's 22.8. So 22.8 is a very common frequency for a lot of airports. So we're going to probably get a lot of crosstalk going on. How far? We're 35 miles out. So you can look here on this camera, see the synthetic vision.
To extend downwind for departure aircraft management.
So this is synthetic vision is a great situation awareness tool. We don't use it for IFR. Oh, I'm gonna kill the autopilot here so I can get feel for the plane on the way in here. So we're really not too far to do the Papa Gumps. Pressurization, so the field is 4,500, so we set that to 5,000. Pressurization check, air conditioner is off, prop sink is off, and auxiliary pumps are on, and gas is on mains. Now here's another lake in front of us. Oh my God, Bucks Lake. Do I have stories about Bucks Lake?
What'd you do there?
I was a young guy,
Uh-huh.
early 20s. This is really, so Bucks Lake, this is really, let's take a peek at it here out of the front window. It's really, it's desolate. There's some beautiful lakes up here in Plumas County. Silver Lake, Silver Lake, Snake Lake, Bucks Lake.
Still snow.
We came here, it was the first, it was like Memorial Day, God, 1970, 78, no, 79, I know exactly when. 1979, and we were the first ones to rent a cabin there for the season, and it had black widows in the bed, and the shower didn't work. Oh, we left. We left. But there's Bucks Lake in its glory.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Snow up here.
Oh, can we get the ATIS yet?
Yeah. Look at all the
Or the
fires
AWOS.
ahead.
3 Celsius.
Nope, that's not them.
Rogers Field, Chester, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet, 25 miles south, inbound for landing, Chester.
I don't know what they call it here. Chester, Rogers Field. Yeah, I'm just going to turn the plane a little bit here. Take a peek at the old Bucks Lake. Yep, just like I remembered it.
Not with all these fires. Holy smokes.
So Mount Lassen is where we're going in that area. Mount Lassen is in the Cascade range. Cascade range, 700 mile range of mountains. It starts where the Sierra Nevada mountains end. There's a gap here in the middle between the Sierras and the Cascade. Cascade has, Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier, 14,000 feet. Mount Shasta, 14,000 something feet. A whole bunch of them. The brothers and sisters, Mount Laughlin, all sorts of stuff. And it's and now we can get the weather. Let's see.
Inches of mercury.
Okay, here we go. This is see what they call it.
Chester Rogers Field Airport. Automated weather observation 1546 Zulu. Wind variable at 3 knots. Visibility more than 10. Sky condition clear below 12,000. Temperature 1 Celsius. Dew point 3 Celsius. Altimeter 3015 inches of mercury.
We're going to sneak in on a straight in because we don't know the area. We're just going to do the approach. And I want to do select approach. I want to do the RNAV to 3-4. So I have something to follow in. So we're going to go to Red Cliff.
Is that Elminor straight ahead?
Straight ahead. Yeah, look out the front window.
One whole side of it burned. You can tell by the look of this down below.
Chester Rogers Field, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Juliet is 12 miles to the south on the approach for runway 34, straight in, full stop, Chester. All right, so now we're going to just follow the approach in. We're going to activate vectors to final. I like to do this because I don't know the airport. I don't know the ins and outs. And this is a good way to get there. I was going to come in IFR. It's beautiful up here. Lake Almanor. It's really nice. And then you can see Lassen in the front window to the left, right over there. So this is not much of a technical flight today. It's more of an outside flight and a little pilots and Paws info. Chester traffic, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Julia is 9 south on the approach, instrument approach for 3-4, straight in Chester. So the final approach fix is called Radcliffe, or RDCHF. This always looked like a beautiful airport from the side. Okay, let's do the Papa Gumps. So we're going to hand fly this. Here comes my glide slope as a reference. That's good. And I'm going to put the gear down and first notch flaps. 1, 2, 3 green. 3 green, that means that all 3 landing gear have a green light, meaning they're down and locked. All right, we're on the glide slope. Chester traffic, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Julia, 5 mile final, 3-4 on your instrument approach, full stop, Chester. It'd be a nice place to come up for a picnic for the day.
Wow, look how pretty.
It's only 25 minutes so far at this point. What do you think, Nancy?
Easy flight. Look at this lake.
Yeah, Lake Almanor. Chester traffic, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Julia, 3 mile final on the approach 3-4, full stop straight in, 3-4 Chester. I can imagine instrument approach here, you have to be sharp, because look around, there's not a lot of room to miss. Okay, got 3 green. We're a little below the glide slope, so I'm going to pull up. Look at these dead trees here, geez.
Oh, you haven't been looking around.
Well, I've been trying
all the way around here.
Been trying to fly.
I know.
Chester traffic, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Julia is coming up over the road in final for 3-4, full stop, Chester. So, I check my 3 green. I mean, that's the big thing. You just keep checking that. Chester traffic, Golden Eagle 513 Sierra Julia, short final, 3-4, full stop, Chester. Okay, so we got high altitude airport, density altitude, a 5,000 foot runway. It might be 5,000, but it's going to act like less. Full flaps, 3 green. Bird to the left. There's our runway. And we're just going to see how fast the ground seems to be going by, even though we're slow.
Very good.
So that ding ding you've been hearing is my text messaging telling me that this is a coordinator for the pilots and Paws looking for when we're here. So we're going to clear the runway and then text. Chester traffic, Golden Eagle, clear of all runways. Going to park in Chester. Okay, let's see what our text messages say. Okay, it's 8:53. Thanks. Amanda says she's on her way and we'll be there at 9. Okay. We're here. Okay, she'll be there at 9. That's a few minutes away. So we'll have time to set up. So where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? I mean, 4 little doggies. I mean, how hard? So this will give us a chance to get the crates out and get set up. All right, pretty soon you'll get to meet the little doggies.
Well, here are these little females and 2 males.
No puppies. These are a year. These are about.
And we're in Chester, California. It's up by Lake Almanor. Beautiful day here. And these poor doggies, their owners are now
Rest homes.
in the milk-bone heaven.
No, rest
Yeah,
homes.
one passed away and one can't handle them. All right, you guys ready for your flight?
Okay.
All right, relax.
We got a couple.
Okay, we're going to end this video here. You can watch the next leg in a few days. I'll be posting that. In the meantime, see if you can help out. Pilots and Paws need you. These little animals need help, and we're the ones that can do it. Thanks for riding along.